Hey you guys, it's the King, Bless YG over here, the Bless Wilson, second place contender in North American Worlds points. Love to see it. I'm back with another deck profile for you guys. You know it gotta take something special for me to come back to the format right now. So Birth of Destiny was like the most special thing that it took, and I'm back now. So I've been testing. I've been play testing like all the good decks. I've been playing like Evil Twin Dogmatica. I've been playing like Leerless Tri Brigade. Only deck I haven't been able to like afford to pick up myself was Sword Soul. But I've literally tested like all the other decks, and my brother has tested Flunder. He went X1-1 at the event, and then he lost the round. I think it was round 8 to Crystal Blanc, playing Flunder. I mean, Crystal Blanc was playing Drytron, but he was playing Flunder. He was going for game. My brother was attacking for game, and then like something happened, so my brother got a game loss. And then Crystal Blanc ended up winning, but shout outs to everybody who did well at the event. And I got these spicy top deck profiles. This is the Dinosaur deck from my friend Elijah. And before I get into it, I want you guys to give a video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and make sure you guys are in the comment section leaving those fire comments, because Bless is back, baby. Bless is back. Alright, so if you guys want to skip all that talking, and just look at the deck yourself, you obviously could have just done that. I'm not one of those people who black out the picture until a certain time. But you won't get the explanation for the deck and why he played numbers on certain cards. And actually have his full explanation. I had him send it to me. I had all my friends send it to me. So just going to pull up his explanation really quick. Sorry about that before I actually get into his deck. Alright. So he says he played Dinos because Litho gives you some auto wins when you go first, because you can take their DPE, Destiny Phoenix Enforcer, another power extra deck like Zeus, etc. And it lets you decide what board to set up, like if it's correct to make a Dweller or a Tornado Dragon on turn 1. So it just gives you information. So Litho is just like really nasty. I can see why he chose to play that as well. Small World makes the deck more consistent without having miss needed to search off of Ovi. The DPE gives the deck some longevity after you make your board, and they have droplets and can break it. The main trap decks won a lot games versus main deck Dark Ruler No More. I chose to play Dino because Litho seemed like an insane card versus the current meta pretty much, and the board this deck can set up of 2 cards is extremely strong. Dolka UCT, Verte DPE, and another rank 4 or a Savage with 2 counters. Your opponent has to commit 4 cards to their droplets, and it's hard to do that and still be able to answer the Celestial Draw and the DPE recursion. Nib is a non-factor because start with Misk, discard, and you make Dolka before summoning non-dinos. Opponent is forced to have Imperv and Nib to deal with your play instead of only one on them. And if you have Lost World, they can't even do that play. So that was why he chose Dinos. He's been playing Dinos for a long time, and he kind of made a meta call and worked out for him. He made it to top 16. I think he was like 14th after Swiss. So yeah, really nice to see it. As you can see, he played 3 Soul Eating Oviraptor, 3 Baby Ceratosaurus, 1 Petite. See, I always thought these cards did kind of the same thing, but I guess you don't really have too many level 5 or higher dragons in your deck. And you don't want to draw too many babies, so I guess that's a nice ratio. He played 2 Animal During Archosaur because he only plays 2 Pill. He plays 1 Misk, 1 Giant Rex, standard. He plays 2 UCT, also standard, I'm pretty sure at this point. And then 1 Pink. Pink is always coming in and out of the Dino's main decks just because you have the option to summon it turn 1. And it's just like a really good going second card too, in case you lose a dice roll. Because everybody knows you can just summon this off baby. And then you have 2 Raptors, 1 Scrap Chimera. So you see he is on the scrap package. I'm pretty sure this is how he gets out the Savage counters, obviously. I mean, the synchros out of his extra deck. But yeah, this is really nutty, especially in Dinosaurs. You can Fossil Dig for Scrap Raptor. It's just super consistent, so you don't need to max out on 3. As the Clogs, and you'll have a lot of normal summons in your deck with the 3 Oviraptor, the 2 Archosaur, on top of 3 more Raptors. That's a lot of normal summons, so see why you only chose to play 2. You can play the Scrub Chimera. You can play the True King. As he said, if you guys don't know what this card do, if you guys are newer players, True Kings came out. Around the time Dragonic Diagram came out. And these cards were all just absurd. We always thought they were the new Dragon Rules, but they just can't come back from grave, which was the worst card. I'm the worst thing about it. So So what True King says, if this card's in your hand, you can destroy 2 other monsters in your hand and or face-up field, including an Earth monster. And if you do, special summon both this card, and if you do that, and both destroy monsters with Earth, you can look at your opponent's extra deck and banish up to 3 monsters from it with different names. If this card is destroyed by card effect, you can special summon 1 non-Earth worm monster from your graveyard. You can only use each effect of True King Litho, the Disaster, once per turn. I don't want to butcher his name. But yeah, I already know what he did. I was just explaining for you guys who, are kind of newer to the game. You basically get to look at your opponent's extra deck and rip 3 whenever you destroy 2 darks and summon them. Yeah, so he's really good. Then we're just going to go into the hand traps. Plays 3 Gamma. Gamma's always floating in and out of decks like these. It has a really strong effect to, negate Destroy, which a lot of hand traps don't do during the format. Then you play the 1 Driver. And basically, these are 3 bricks. The 1 Driver, 1 Dasher, 1 Celestial. These cards they're not really bricks, but they are, because like Celestial gives you more cards your following turn if your board gets broken, as he said. And like Dasher can like draw phase, special summon Overraptor out your hands, so like you haven't committed to your normal or anything. So like it's really good. And then we have 3 Fossil Dig. That's it for the monsters. For the spells, we have 3 Fossil Dig, 3 Pot, 2 Pill, 2 Fusion Destiny. I kind of probably should have asked him why he only played 2 Fusion Destiny. I think it's probably because he played Verte, and like that's the way he majority of the time probably gets to it. And he probably didn't want to draw 1 and not be able to Verte. So pretty sure that's why he played 2. And he plays 2 Small World, as he said. It helps with the consistency of the deck. I don't know. I feel like the deck already loses to Lancia, and I feel like you're putting in more cards to lose to Lancia. But if you're putting up a negate before like you commit to anything, that's just insane. Small World's probably one of the most insane cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! We've ever had. Then we have Lost World. It's funny. It's funny. He plays Small World and Lost World. Get it? He's all over the world. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. No, that's enough. That's enough. Chill out. Then we got the 1 Called By, the 1 Terraforming, the 1 Set Rotation, 1 Diagram, the double Solemn Judgment, the 1 Scolding, and the 1 Imperial Order. This could have just been 3 Judgment, but I figure he just wanted to have a stronger card. Scolding is definitely stronger than Judgment. Scolding can stop monster effects as well, so that's probably what he was leaning on towards. Like, he didn't want to play 3 of this because he didn't want to draw multiples. But he figured if he just draw Scolding alone, it was insane. Or if he just draw Judgment plus Scolding, it was like, I guess I'll Judgment you first and I'll Scolding you. Well, not really, because then that puts you at like, what, 1,000? And so, like, I guess he was just choosing one of these to set. And then we have, for the side deck, we have, main deck was 46 cards, by the way. Elijah's a madman. He does a lot of deck, like, he's one of those guys at your locals who's, like, really good with numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like, choices, and then he just always plays like the most craziest stuff. It's like, why don't you like meta? But Elijah's insane. He's been good since like SJCs were a thing. And then we got 3 Token Collector, 3 Artifact Lancia, 3 Drolling Lock, 3 Dark Ruler, 2 Twin Twister, and 1 Mystic Mind. That's it for the side deck. Mystic Mind was insane during like the Denver, Colorado weekend event. If you guys were out there, like a lot of players realized like a lot of decks can't handle this card on its own. So like a lot of players were forced to put in like certain cards in their main deck, like 1 Feather Duster, like 1 Cosmic Cyclone, just to like not lose to this game 1. Or like the mind games were always there, because like if you saw me ever activate this card once, then you would always be playing around it ever again. So yeah, this card has just been like the bonkers. I don't know, as Konami has not like paid attention to this card yet. This card's nuts. Extra deck, we have Secure Gardener, Scrap Wyvern, Lambda, Verte Anaconda for the DPE, Link Kariba for the Archer Sword, the 2 Nightmares. I don't know why he didn't play Unicorn. I guess he just already has outs to whatever, and Link 2 is probably the most he'd want to extend by getting rid of his guys. Tornado Dragon, Lagia, Dalka, Dweller, Scarlight, Omega, Royal Savage, and Destiny Phoenix here. Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Name super long. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the top 16 deck profile, you guys. Catch me for the next one. I'll be uploading it shortly. Blessed YGO signing out. Oops, I already saved it. I don't know why I'm tripping.